Hello there, this is DBT, and this Art of Runes. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8, and today we will resume the Run of the Bulls. Now, this is the series in which I play multiplayer exclusively with Lamborghini, and today we're gonna start with this beauty on the screen right now. A concept car, the Lamborghini Asterion. I'll talk more about it in the races, but first let's find some races. Now, I play exclusively in Classic Season, and in the last episode, I actually had done 9 races. But because this is the only car in Class C, I didn't want to make a whole video about this car, so I had to make sure to get closer to the next league so that I could start doing also some Class B. So you can see that I'm pretty close to ranking up. I need 22 more points. And yeah, let's use the Asterion, which is the same car that I used in 5 races to get to this point. So let me activate boosters and start this up. Now, if you enjoy my content, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because remember, I post daily, literally daily. So there's always something to watch in this channel, whether it's of this game or another one, but you know, always videos. But anyway, so the Lamborghini Asterion, like I said, in order to get to the point that I am right now, I was using exclusively this car because at the end of the day, my idea is still the same, to drive exclusively with Lamborghinis to get all the way to Elite. Now, honestly, in the previous races, I confirmed that this car is seriously good because it was really putting up some amazing fights, even against very, very, very strong cars in this bracket. That is... Oh, come on, mother... I'm fine. That is including the Lancer Anniversary Edition. There's also the... What is that one called? The... I always forget. ER9. Yeah, the ER9, the Emergency Room 9, one of the cars. Well, there's also other Asterions. As you can see, this Asterion in front of me decided to knock me down because why not? And yeah, I don't think this jump is... Oh, that was still a bad jump from my side, wasn't it? I don't know, can you do this jump successfully with this level of this rank of cars? I'm not 100% sure. Listen, I'm not trying to criticize this player in front of me, but he had such a lead and he has been letting... I didn't touch him! I didn't touch him! That wasn't me! Oh well. But yeah, this car is seriously amazing. The nitro on this thing, it's really, really good. The acceleration seems pretty good as well. And the handling is decent. The drift seems good enough. So overall, this is really a powerhouse of a car. No wonder why it's spammed in this bracket. I just ranked up. I wasn't expecting to get 25 points in one race, but... Okay, you know what? I'll take it! But don't worry, we're still gonna do some more races with this thing because, you know, we have to. Let's go! Alright, so now we still need to switch to the same car. Hold on. And if you're really curious about the stats, here they are. Here's the car at, you know, at the pro rank with all of the stats and whatnot, but whatever. Let's keep on doing some more races here. But yeah, I gotta admit, I was a bit surprised to rank up in one single race. I was expecting to do at least 2 or maybe 3 if things went really south. But here we go. This is more like I was expecting to see in races of this bracket. Actually, there's a 599XX in front of me. Interesting, because that's not a car that I see too often. Oh, good. It's not a car that I see too... No, my God! I don't know how I didn't break. I don't know how I didn't knock down. Whew. I'll take it. I'll take it. But seriously, this car, like I was saying, it's a very strong car nonetheless. It has some really, really good nitro duration. So that definitely helps it to fight. But right now I'm being pushed. Oh no, I'm in a terrible spot right here. Because I'm too close to the guy in front of me. So there's not enough time for the nitro bottle to spawn when I'm passing by. So I need to build a little bit more distance between the first place and myself, so that all the nitro bottles that he's picking up are gonna respawn in time for me. The problem is that I have these other cars right behind me, so I'm gonna have to do some flat spins. I'm not too happy to do this, but you know, it is what it is. Let's go. But see what I was saying about the respawn time? Somehow I'm still keeping my second place, which is pretty good. But yeah, anyway. So I've been wanting to talk about the car itself, but I'm too distracted by doing the races because these races be intense. I'm telling you, I'm competing against some very, very strong cars over here. Now, that 599XX, no, I feel like maybe with enough luck I could have caught up to him. Just that I had to build the space to let him, for the bottles to respawn, but oh well. 599XX, look at it. There was a Vanda, a Chevrolet, Sarth. Oh, actually the Mitsubishi ended up disconnecting. What? Okay, well, sure, why not? And so, then, about car English. Jesus Christ, BT. So, this car's name, I just want to mention real quick that this is one of those Lambos that it's not actually named after a bull. This thing is called the Asterion, because it was actually the very first hybrid car by Lamborghini. Now, this is not a car that went into production, but this was the first hybrid car. In theory, it was going to have 900 horsepower, and obviously, well, that sounds like a lot. The technology was also whatever. It never went into production. They were thinking either they built this or they were going to build some other car that maybe ended up becoming kind of popular. I think it's called something like Urus? Or some, I don't know, maybe you've heard of it. No, but for real, the Urus is what made this car not to go into production. And obviously the Urus was such a hit, that, well, they just stayed with it. Otherwise, they had been considering to build this thing. And honestly, I like, and at least in terms of looks, I like this car better than the Urus. But anyway, the reason why it's called Asterion is because Asterion is a mythological creature. It's a centaur. Is it a minotaur? I don't remember which is which. Half man, half bull, so they use that name to reflect the fact that this is half, you know, bull, you know, with the engine and all of that, and half electric. So yeah, that's why this car is named that. But look at that, first place, brother! Beating a Sagaris, there's the Mitsubishi Lancer, there's another Asterion, C7, 𝐁𝐿, and a Vanda. All right, cool. Well, there we go. We've done some races with this car, but like I always say in this type of videos, I need to do more than one car per video, so let's do it. And the next on the list is the beautiful Lamborghini Gallardo. Now, we're already in the 1590 bracket, the bracket that used to be very empty. I don't know if it's very empty nowadays, because there were a lot of Formula E Gen 2 added. We'll see. So yeah, let's try it out, see what it can do. All right, to be completely honest, this did take way longer than the races in the 1500 bracket. So, oof. And I don't think, oh yeah, there's one. So yeah, there was that event not too long ago where decent amount of people. Wow, 3 people. Really? There must have been a 4th player but disconnected or something, because normally races don't start with 3 people. But anyway, yeah, there was that event where what, 5% of the player base was able to get, at least of the participating player base, was able to get the Formula E Gen 2. And I did say that while it annoys me a little bit that the king of the bracket is the reason why the bracket is gonna come back alive, meaning that there's gonna be a lot of them. At the same time, I'm like, you know what, if that is the price to pay to have this bracket active again, I'm willing to pay it. And well, here's the result though. I'm driving pretty bad in this race. I don't know why. I guess I got too used to the Asterion. Not to say that this is a bad car, but I did start at the very end of the line and all of that. And comparatively speaking, yeah, the Nitro cannot compare to that of the Asterion. But hey, 3rd place, podium, even though it was only 3 people. There must have been a 4th person. Yeah, I knew it. See, there was someone else but disconnected. So technically that still puts me in podium. What? I gained 18 points? This person gained 52 points. This guy must have been in elite or something, because wow, that's a lot of points for that result. Whoa. Here we go, found another race. This didn't take as long, though it did take a little bit of time. But I think it's again 4 people and 1 just disconnected. So, woo, let's go. So yeah, as I was saying, the Formula E Gen 2, even though I own it, I haven't pro'd it just yet, but from what I hear, it has everything to win, right? Like really great acceleration. Apparently it has some really good nitro as well. So hey, you know, it's fine. At the end, like I said, at the end of the day, this is what it was needed for this bracket to come back alive and have more players playing in it, you know, and for me to be able to use some of these Lambos that I rarely can bring, precisely because I can. That was such a bad move, DBT. You were doing good with the 2nd place. Ah, man, that was a choke, massive choke by DBT. All right, so all I can count on, it's on one of them crashing, maybe even both of them, but hey. But yeah, so it's a bracket that I wish to play more often, but man, there's so few players around here that it's just very difficult and time-consuming, really, to find the races, because you gotta be sitting here waiting for people to join in, and you know, they also have to be super patient and waiting there for people to come in and whatnot. So I don't know that the Formula E Gen has successfully revived the bracket, but at the very least, I do imagine that means there's a few more players around, so it's somewhat doable to find matches, even if it's with 3 people like these last 2 races. And you know what's the problem? There's so many Lambos in this bracket. Holy moly. I think I'm gonna suffer through this part of the series, trying to find races to do, because oh boy. Nah, 3rd place. Man, I could have had the 2nd place, but DBT did a big dumb. And well, here's the result. I still got 12 points somehow. Let's go. Oh, I think it's the same guy. Oh boy. Well, I'm still getting points, so I'm not gonna complain, but oof. All right, this one did start pretty quickly, so I didn't even see how many people joined this race, but I want to believe at the very least it was 4. And am I all the way on the back again? Yes, I am. Let's go. Yeah, 4 people. So there's a 911 GT3 RS to to Formula E's doing their E sound, very proper. Ooh, was that a knockdown? What just happened there? I don't know. Wasn't me. I'm innocent. I was minding my own business. Now this guy Mad Max is slowing down a little bit. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to catch up to him. I don't know, but I shall try. All right, they stole all of the nitro. Oh, he crashed! He crashed on the boat! Oh, RIP to that dude. Listen, I'm not happy that you crashed or anything. It's just kind of nice. Not kind of nice, kind of funny to see, all right? Yeah. I ain't happy about your misfortune. I'm just saying that your misfortune was kind of hilarious. It's all right. You know what? I'm not even going to try anything fancy here with the speed tricks because I just know I could easily mess it up. So I'm just going to go in the easy way and just secure my second spot, even though I run out of nitro. Okay, there we go. Lovely stuff. There you go. See? I'm telling you, this is not a bad car. I didn't even talk about the performance of this car, but hey, again, I was too focused trying to see what was happening in the races because a bunch of things were happening. Holy moly, I'm already halfway there to get to the next league. Ooh, lovely stuff. All right, well, I like this car, but it's time to move on. And the next one is the fan favorite Lamborghini Murcielago. Oh yeah, this is the next one. Again, here's the stats if you want to see the whole thing. But yeah, and by the way, here's a race counter so that you know. Again, there might be a point in which the race counter will not match between videos because again, I may have to do some videos outside of, I might have to do some races outside of the videos, but I'll let you know when that happens. And I've talked about this car before. I think I did do a protest not too long ago. I don't quite remember. I've done so many videos that it's hard to remember which one I've done. But I've talked about this car before, how I am happy that, well, to a certain extent, I'm happy that it got rebalanced. Because this is a car that from the time that I started playing Asphalt 8 seriously, meaning about 4 years ago, this car was in Class B, but in the 15, well, there weren't brackets at the time, but it was a car that would face what would be right now the bracket of 1680. Now, the problem with that is that this car was always weak. At least from the time when I was playing it against the cars, it was being matched. Like this car could not be matched properly against something like the terror that it was the Audi e-tron Special Edition, or the Porsche 718 Cayman, or the Acura NSX GT3 Evo, things like that. That's what this car would face, and honestly, it just could not perform. Then the brackets were introduced, but this car was at a rank of something like 1690. So while it was there, it was completely in the wrong bracket. Because it was over the rank for the 1680, and it was way too low for the 1770 bracket. So it's kind of like what the GTR Nismo is right now, where it cannot, if you have it at Pro, it cannot compete anywhere. So that's where this car was. So eventually when it got rebalanced, I was happy, like, oh my god, I finally get to use it. And it's actually a pretty decent car. I don't know if it's a great car or not, don't care. So long as it's competitive, that's good enough for me. We're only 2 people in this race, what? I got second, but I got last. But it's second still, so it's still podium, huh? But yeah, now we got put into this bracket that it's pretty empty, so I don't know how to feel about that because I don't get to play with it too often either. Oh, 2 disconnections. Oh, it's the same guy that keeps on disconnected. I wonder what is happening. Is he having the worst connection ever? Or is he donating points? Because look at that, 24 points from this. Holy moly. I mean, I'm not complaining, so thank you for your contribution, man, but jeez. And actually, as I was selecting this car, I did realize that there's not that many Lambos in this bracket as for a moment I thought there were. There's only 3 or 4? I think it's just 3. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, no, there's much more Lambos in the 1680, 1770, and 1860 brackets, which are the ones that we're going to be doing in the upcoming days. There's so many cars in those brackets, though, that do expect to see a lot of the races be in those brackets, because, man, so many. How many Lambos have we done so far? This is the 6th Lambo that I've done in this video. Well, in these videos. So that means there's another 18 or 19. I forget. Is it 24 or 25 Lambos in the game right now? I don't remember. It's a lot of them. So, oh boy, come on, come on. Nice. I was able to do the turn without needing to drift, but I'm not sure that was a good idea. Oh boy. Oh, is it gonna catch up? I'm doing triple tap nitro and I'm not too happy about that. So I'm gonna switch to perfect nitro. And, oh god! Oh no! Come on! I had to use triple tap again. Come on! Just last long enough. Just long enough, buddy. I trust you. I believe in you, Murcielago. Come on! Oh Jesus! In spite of my mess ups, I managed to get the first place. Let's go, baby! And that's even against a Formula E. How about that, man? I'm about to reach the next league. Holy moly. And I did beat a Peugeot 9X8. And there's the same guy that keeps on donating points to us. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your sacrifices for the cause. Oh, did I show the race counter? We're at 22. Again, I'm making sure to record all of the races so that you see how the progress has been going. And so that you know that I'm not necessarily cherry picking anything. So there we go. Oh, I saw it again. It was the same player and he just disconnected from the race. Man, he must be having the worst connection ever. But anyway, so no, I just realized, just in the between the previous race and this one, I just realized that no, there's 2 more Lambos in this bracket left to do. And this is gonna be a bit of a teaser of what's coming in the next video for the run of the Bulls. And that's gonna be the Lamborghini Stoke, or Stoke, depending how you want to pronounce it. And also, no, that was so close. Oh, I think he did wreck. Oh god, I'm glad it didn't. There's an invisible barrier over there. Yeah, so there's the Stoke, and there's also the Lamborghini Egoista, the quote-unquote king of Lambos in this bracket, in the sense that it's the Lambo with the highest rank at the end of the bracket. But does it perform like a king? I am not gonna comment on it just yet because that's gonna be for the next video. If I wanna get a heart and a pin in this video, you need to leave me the key phrase, which for today is going to be a variable one at that. You need to tell me, DBT, between the Murcielago and the Aventador, I prefer the, and then you tell me which one you actually prefer. I mentioned that because I know a lot of people love this car, the Murcielago, but I'm personally more of an Aventador guy. But I'm really curious what you guys think. Which one you prefer most between those two, Murcielago or Aventador? Remember, you need to leave me the whole thing to get the pin, the heart. You know how this works. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.